Antetokounmpo, who fires it to Tatum, and that's how the scoring starts.
And the East knocked out a 3 on the offensive end.
Tatum, the MVP of the All-Star game a year ago. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the answer in the first bucket for the West. Let him go. Freight train coming. LeBron James on the board.
He's still doing it after 20 years and doing it well.
Durant going up top of the line, able to finish it. LeBron guarding Giannis, who lays it in.
between his legs?
We got a nutmeg. Gilgeous-Alexander can't connect. Another chance. Durant, cash.
Yeah, don't give him an open look.
Are we going to get the competitive fervor going in this one? We're back to the East versus West as Tyrese Halliburton.
Hometown hero, right? Knocks down a 3.
Halliburton. How about the kid from Oshkosh?
Make it a hat trick here, Tyrese.
Gilgeous-Alexander defending him, and Halliburton drills
And
another one.
Reggie, you made this prediction yesterday.
Damian Lillard denied, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the throwdown. That one rattles in. Halliburton on a heater right now.
I'm learning to listen, Reggie. Learning to listen to my big brother, Reggie Miller. He knows a thing or two.
Well, normally what you see is guys who are playing in the All-Star game and they play in that whole city. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
We got Halliburton.
Are you kidding me right now?
Jokic, how about Luka Doncic
That was an
to Nikola
alley-oop.
Jokic?
We'll call that an alley-oop.
Absolutely.
The BFFs.
Always messing with one another. Giannis on the receiving end from Bam Adebayo. Joel Embiid with the knee injury, and Julius Randle with the shoulder injury.
And did Bam just throw the ball off
He
of
did.
Jokic's back?
And then knocked down
And
a
then
3.
knocked down
And
the
then knocked
three.
down a 3.
Jokic playmaking. And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it in. He's certainly in the MVP watch. 5.5 minutes into this first quarter. Tyrese Halliburton went on a major heater as he leaves it for
Behind
Giannis.
the back.
Picking up where he left off,
Just
right?
pretty. It just never gets old watching him shoot the ball.
Looking up top, there to clean it up, Anthony Davis. His first minutes
And
on the
Anthony
floor.
Davis laughing with Tatum. It was a little friendly nudge.
21st season, Candace. You highlighted this in the open, and doing it and continuing to do it at a high level. Again, Damian Lillard with a 35-footer.
An actual turnover to steal. Halliburton looking for help. Lillard lines it up, and Lillard reins it in.
That's crazy.
Crazy, isn't
That's
it?
his first start.
Kevin Durant. Lillard's had some big games in the All-Star games as well. Went for 26 last year. 32 the year before as LeBron with an air ball. Paolo Banchero, the youngest All-Star on the floor for the first time. Damian Lillard.
Easy.
We got Donovan Mitchell and Banchero for the East. Kawhi Leonard getting right into the mix. A
That's
healthy
a
season this year.
Good guy to bring in and knock down threes for the West.
Anthony Edwards, their first minutes.
Look how small the East are. 4 guards out there.
And you have Brown on that possession guarding Anthony Davis.
Joe Mazzulla and his staff ineligible this season as Stephen Curry drills one. Yesterday with Sabrina Ionescu, that was some show between Curry and Sabrina.
You got to be able to get,
Make
you know,
it a regular. I can't wait to see it next year in some fashion. Hopefully those two in San Francisco.
or at All-Star at the WBA.
Amen.
All's got to
Amen.
come.
Be able to interact with these guys and have these memories. And now he's getting to a point where he can come on the court, he can shoot, he actually knows what's going on. He remembers guys' names.
As we start the second half with about 30 games to go.
It's great, and it's even more special when you can share it with a teammate or two. So, extremely happy for him.
And BA, it's got to mean a lot if you're a young player, if the MVP trophy is named after Kobe Bryant. To be able to get that honor, I know that meant a lot for Jason.
Draymond Green, all the talking he does at the defensive end, who's on our alt cast, will be joined by them shortly.
Oh, Devin
Pretty.
Booker, a sweet little baseline turnaround. Devin Curry says trap him. They find Maxey in the corner, and that one goes down. It has been quite the week for you, and the weekend is Paolo Banchero finally gets one on a jam.
We grow basketball here, and to spend 18 years here, what a pass there by LeBron to Booker. Well, it's cool to kind of see it through his eyes, along with my 7-year-old daughter, Lennox. But I'm somewhat cool, I think.
Oh, a one-foot runner by Donovan Mitchell. Oh, what a pass. That looked like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Mitchell. And Carroll sets up Brunson. Around and down it goes. Remember, we hit the air talking about the East roster. Half of their players. LeBron almost brought the house down. Half of the East roster, 25 years or younger. And 4 first-timers like that guy, Scotty Barnes from the Toronto Raptors. 11-0 run for the East here. Damian Lillard taking on LeBron James. Lillard keeps cooking. Paul George, the former Pacer. And a foul, and it goes. And Paul George, a chance at a three-point play. Durant in the corner, up and over. Giannis sticks it. Karl Anthony Towns going coast to coast.
And big men shouldn't be able to do that.
2 All-Stars. Giannis gets the offensive board, hammers it down. That quiets down an 8-0 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just keeps rising.
Smooth, right?
Keeps rising.
So smooth.
Lillard once again. He's got another one.
Let's see if he takes a heat check.
Well, he finds his teammate. No resistance for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George runs it, sets it up for LeBron. There's a highlight for LBJ. Amazing run. Here's Lillard again. Another deep three.
Stop it.
Stop.
And guess who was guarding him?
Stop.
Paul George. That take you back? See you later. Paul George with an answer.
If you're an OKC fan, they don't want to hear that. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Trey with the patented move.
No, he did not.
I've never seen 2 more intense humans. What was it like leading up to that moment? And what's some of the powerful feedback that you've gotten since?
To be able to go out there and compete against one another and knowing it was going to open the eyes of a lot of people watching and in attendance, we got to keep it going, and I got to go back and try and beat them.
Okay, Brian, Candace, Reggie, you heard it right here.
Reggie, you were saying earlier about your ideas.
Came out there, left their pride aside, and put on a show.
Karl Anthony
No, he
Towns got a
didn't.
little sauce going here in the last few possessions.
And listen, I know we're continuing this, but I'd be remiss if I did not mention she wasn't shooting against the best shooter on the planet.
Lillard taking on all comers right now. Hits one over Durant. Here goes Durant, lays it in. Boy, the East.
Oh, he said he's too little.
We saw that in the Rising Stars
saw it in the
between
Rising.
Jaden Ivey and Benedict Mathurin.
Ooh, Lillard is
Do we have a
going
matchup?
for it.
Do we have a
22
matchup?
for Damian Lillard right now. Teammate to teammate, the Celtics connection, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
They are on one from three-point line, 20 of 42. What?
Speaking of,
There's the answer, right? The number 1 answer.
You said, is it possible for an all-star game to eclipse 200 points? And right now we're sitting at 96 for the East.
look at Doncic with an offensive rebound, throwing it down into first gear. Curry, might as well. Curry for 3, yes sir, here he comes. Back-to-back threes for Curry. And a steal by the Joker. It's a 3-on-1. Jokic, almost a dunk.
That took every bit of energy and ounce for him just to get that high, Candace.
Multiple flat tires. The answer. That's where we should go above the rim. We got to go get Joker above the rim. This is a shot.
Okay.
Wow, there's a lot of time left. That was
He wanted a 2-for-1. A 2-for-1, BA.
2-for-1. Thank you, Candace. As Brown lays it in.
This is how Coach Finch drew it up.
Is that Pat Summit?
That's the
how she
2-for-1
drew it
right
up?
there.
Yes. But it's going to have to start at the defensive end. They have to get some stops here.
Kevin Durant. There's a good start.
There's the start.
And that's a good guy.
Set the all-time record for points and a half. Doncic with a long 3. Antetokounmpo, no resistance.
And you know, this is speaks.
They're counting him down.
Look, they know it well. And he missed it. And he gets his own. And he lays it in. Hey,
Maybe we're playing with that game ball.
that was from a 64-point game in December. Giannis set the record, franchise record. Is Durant with a 3-pointer.
It's like they played together before.
From the West to spice this thing up a little bit. See if they got it in him. Doncic. He'll take it. Tatum.
Oh,
okay.
Rare dunk from Johnson. Just a cool 30-piece for Dame Dollar.
Uh-oh. What? Wow. That was multiple flat tires. That was the Motor Speedway flat tire. Oh, my goodness.
Y'all see this?
Y'all see this? Half-court
Did y'all see this?
Game
So
I was watching the game. Sorry.
we did some editing of the dunk you had and then the one you didn't have. Could you take us through the hops?
I was feeling myself too much. I don't dunk.
Luka, we've watched you over the weekend and just how much you and Joker have fun playing on the court, but then also in the locker room.
Those guys, it's incredible.
Luka, less than 30 games left in the second half of the season. You guys picked up what I thought was a smart move in PJ Washington. Kind of talk to us. Tell us.
Daniel is a lob threat, big defender. PJ can play both sides. So we got bigger, that's for sure. And, our defense.
Presented by Jordan Brand's Access 23. Well, the great young stars as Tatum powers one down.
Wait, Trey's posting up PG?
And a little turnaround on him. And there's Banchero. That's been one of the craziest stats from this week as George with the dunk. Now the turnover here. Paolo Banchero was 2 years old when LeBron James played his first All-Star game.
Come home. I didn't know really what to expect, but I did know that Indiana as a whole does a great job of putting on events. Super Bowls, Final Fours. So
Was it the minus, the 17 degrees?
Hey, Reggie.
yes.
If you had a chance of being cold or being around a bunch of homeless crooks,
If this team gets healthy, and with the addition of Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, if those guys are healthy, Tyrese Halliburton, the way they play with him.
I think LeBron just heard a little break.
course.
Just a little bit.
Karl Anthony Towns, little Euro to Curry, gives it right back. Look at Curry playmaking right now.
Those two have to get healthy, but along with Brunson and the pickups, it's a scary Knicks team out here in the East.
No
The
question.
scary Knicks team, I mean, they've always been able to score, but defensively they struggled last year, and I think
Yes.
they solved that.
And they're hoping OG Anunoby can return. And Randall, an all-star this year, unable to participate with the shoulder injury. They're hoping to get them all back. Going up top, Curry. Oh, flying high. Backboard.
Yes, slap glass, Curry.
So do you remember in 8th and 9th grade when you did that?
Yes.
You were like, oh my God, I slapped the backboard. Like you were so excited.
We've had some.
Wow.
Yeah, NBA ready, NBA body ready.
Yes, indeed.
Speaking of size, Scotty Barnes, too. He and Trae Young added to this all-star team. Scotty Barnes making the most of it. He's one of the great young.
Defense that's standing out for me.
It's
He's
really
back
good.
in transition.
I like it.
Contesting Scotty Barnes and down at the other end. Picking up full court.
Well, he's been on a ministry 4 or 5 stops together. Look at this.
No. Whoa. Jalen Brunson going up high.
And Luka asking for a review, saying it was goaltending, hanging on the rim.
Bit of a tumbling dunk there. Oh, off the glass.
Did he
Lucas,
bank
then
it?
called
Did he call it?
Carroll, the offensive board. No dribbles. No dribbles. Oh, you look at you.
The 4 and 3-man weave. That's what we're gonna call it.
I was watching Bill Walton this whole time when they were running.
Bringing the old players
Yes,
back,
yes.
allowing the legends to come back and be around the new stars.
Another bank shot.
The same shot it looked like.
Alexander.
NBA champ, triple-double, savant. I mean, I just love to be able to honor a great
Yes.
like the Big O.
Trying to make it a home gym win here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're getting to that 200 mark as Antetokounmpo lays it in. We make our way to the NBA playoffs. This is the stretch run right now that these players are looking forward to. As Towns going again.
Sign him up. Okay. Sign him up for the dog contest.
For the All-Star game at some point, you would think. They are certainly hopeful to get an All-Star game at Fiserv Forum.
So Draymond, if you didn't want to come back to Indiana, wait till you get to
Tyrese Halliburton with 27 as the official host of All-Star. Look at Jokic getting up there. He's got it in him. How about you, Candace?
You know, I'm with Reggie. I think
Over 200 goes the East.
Back threes.
96 was the previous record. That was 2016 by the West All-Stars. Towns.
50.
Yeah.
50.
Okay.
50. We're finished.
And Dame shooting from half court.
As well. It's second half-court shot of the game.
Stop it. Stop it.
It comes to a merciful end. Go ahead, Joker. Get one up. It's a dunk. Dunk contest.